Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again here on this Thursday afternoon. We are in Sonoma. Different kind of racetrack. We got a road course tonight. We were in Miami last week. You saw a lot of action there, and we will see a bunch tonight. Thank you for being here. This is the Young Auto Center Grand Prix in the Wheels America Cup Series. A little bit different setup tonight. Brandon is actually in the car racing. Myself, Jake, is in the booth. We've got also AJ. AJ is in the booth tonight, and Steve is still behind the scenes, but he's actually going to be in the car as well. So exciting to say the least. Sonoma is going to be fantastic. This is a crazy track, a challenging track. And AJ, what are your thoughts about tonight, man? This is going to be wild.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely pure chaos, especially turn one as they head up the hill. We're going to get them all bunched together 3 times, and that is going to be it. We have the initial start, the stage 2 start, and then the stage 3 start. And looking at the times we have on board so far now and with practice, it's going to be a big field. It's going to be a very spread out field, and I'm really excited to see who's going to come away with the Young's Grand Prix of Sonoma Championship here.
Absolutely, and as we're watching Brandon Six on the track as he qualifies, he's been in practice looking really strong, as well as Brandon Bowie. Those guys been up top all day long in practice. It's going to be fun to see how they stand here as the times come in. You see in number 12 there as well, Frankie Barroso, one guy that you need to look out for. That guy is quick on this road course. And to not to mention, we've got 3 stages, like you said, AJ. Stage 1's going to be at the 10 lap. They're going to call it. They're going to bring everybody in the pits, going to do your changes and get back on the track. And then stage 2 is going to be at the end of 24 laps, and then you're going to finish at 45. Brandon, Frankie getting a little bit loose there in the 12. That is not going to be too exciting, AJ. That's a rare occasion right there. You typically don't see that out of him, especially in qualifying.
Well, it's not like one of our normal tracks where there's 4 turns. There's 10 plus turns here. There's a lot of room for mistakes. And right now, Brandon Six with that 1:15.07 has almost a 2-second lead over second place. Almost a 2-second lead. That's Brandon Fetterplace right now with a 1:16.96.
Yeah, Brandon up there now in P2 or P2. Brandon Six up front. That's one of the fastest times I've seen so far. We got a lot of other guys here that need to qualify, and you'll see him up there. Frankie sitting P3. I think he wants to have a better time than that. I'm not sure he's going to stay up there in the top 5, but I could be wrong. That could change at any time, as we've got another driver taking his out lap and going here, and look like he's going to put in a time. Who is that? That's Jesse, I believe, in the 45. Yeah, Jesse Ederman with sitting P2 now with a 1:16. Not a bad lap time.
Not bad at all. And Jesse Erdman, for people that are really not aware, when it comes to these road courses, he is 100% always a threat to win.
Yeah, you can't count him out. And there's good oval drivers, and then there's really good road course drivers, and they can really separate themselves. It's a situation where you're on this track and mistakes can cost you dearly, and it's easy to do on road courses. There are so many turns and so many opportunities to make the mistakes. That's kind of what separates these drivers so much. I was on the track last night, and it was a challenge. I don't do a lot of road course. I don't do a lot of road racing, I should say. And man, it is not easy. These guys make it look easy, as we see 39 right now out there, Joseph Mealy. It is not. I will tell you that. Between turning, gears, braking, all that stuff, it all matters.
Yes, it does. You have to hit those shifts almost perfectly, or you run the risk of short shifting or possibly even hurting the motor with revving it too long. So you really got to be careful With just 2 minutes left in this qualifying session, right now it looks pretty easy to say Brandon 6 is going to be our pole sitter, but we're looking for times here. A couple drivers yet to put a time. Jonathan Wright, Landry Monty, and Nick Biddy. But somebody really special to the Wheels America Cup Series is in the car for the first time this season, and that is Mr. Steve Tucker. Holy cow, dude. He'll join us throughout the event tonight. But when we get there, hopefully he's running well, because you don't want to hear a upset or pissed off Steve Tucker, especially when the race car is not running well.
Absolutely. And Steve Tucker is in the car tonight. It's awesome to see. He puts a lot of time and work in this whole league, and it's great to see him out there having fun. I don't think he's qualified yet. He's going to be up there soon. Another person we haven't seen, our driver we haven't seen qualify, Brandon Bowie. You will see him, I would say, in the top 10 when he gets out there and gets his time in. But AJ, Steve Tucker in the car on the road course, he wants to come out and win too. If you think he's just out there, driving that car and it's just another Sunday, you're wrong, because he's a competitor. He wants to be top 10, and I think he might do it. I saw him in practice. I was watching his times. Not bad at all, man. He can drive that car. Yeah,
for anybody not putting a time down, it's done. There's less than 30 seconds left. That would be it. So your pole sitter is going to be Brandon 6, and outside pole it's going to be Jesse Erdman. Now for everybody at home, it's a little bit different here how we're doing stages. Our stage line is actually the first cone to enter pit road. That's when stage 1, stage 2, when the leader crosses that line, that's it right there. They're going to call it. That allows the pace car to get in front of everybody, and we don't lose a extra lap getting the field all bunched together. So, Emery, why don't we run through our top 20 here with you going with the top 10?
All right, well, let's start it off, man. Brandon 6, we just talked about him. He's in P1, sitting right there. Now we got Jesse Erdman in a 45. I apologize if I got that last name wrong, but he's in P2. Congratulations on that position. Number 34, Brandon Fetterplace. He's sitting P3. Number 26, Ryan Dunkelberger. He is in the number 4 position. And number 12, one guy you got to look out for tonight, Frankie Barroso. He's sitting number 5. Joseph Mealy, 39. He's in 6th. Nick Silver in the number 9. He's looking at 7th position. Nick Lights, number 4 car. He is in 8th position. And Brandon Shelton and Mitch Diamond wrapping up the 9 and 10 spots.
So starting in 11th, it is the driver the number 54, Matt Smith. 12th, the driver the number 87, Jeff Tetro. Thomas Meeks in 13th in the 55. 14th, it is Chris Vanderplatz. 15th, it's Julio Villalobos. 16th, it's Justin Sorrell. 17th, Charlie Birch. 18th, it's Michael Bennett. And 19th, Trevor Zenley. And 20th, it's co-broadcaster for Wheels America Cup Series, Mr. Brandon Bowie.
Mr. Brandon Bowie out there, not in the booth tonight. He is in the car. And I don't know. He didn't qualify, so he's sitting way back there. Looks like he's going to start in P20th. A lot of guys out here didn't qualify. They're going to start in the back. Interesting strategy. I'm not sure about that, but pace car is on the track, and we're going to get going here. And we are about to go racing again on a Thursday. I love Thursdays, man. It's so much fun. I get home. Okay, I might have a little cocktail or something, and I hang out with you guys, and we're going live and racing, and we're in the booth having fun with everyone at home. I see you guys again, Wheels America Racing Network. Thank you for all being here. We appreciate it. We wouldn't do it without you, but thanks again as we do see these cars taking off. Brandon 6, Jesse, Brandon Fetterplace, Ryan Dunkelberger, and Frankie Barroso. Top 5. Going to be fun to watch those guys battle it out quick. AJ, on this track situation, we're in Sonoma, so it's still hot, right? What is the track conditions going to look like as this race goes by? We got 45 laps. That's a lot of laps for a road course. This is not a short track. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a hot California day, which means slick, and slick. Cold tires are going to be an issue, but once you heat them up, you're going to have a little bit of grip here. We go to lap 10 for our first stage, lap 24 for our second stage. Really shouldn't be an issue when it comes to pitting, but possibly in our third stage, we might have to see a quick pit stop for probably just fuel, because if you take tires, you're running the risk of losing too much time.
Yeah, that's going to be stage 2. It always changes up things there in stage 2 because it seems like guys are going to have to make the adjustments, figure out if they need the fuel, if they need the tires. Every race we've seen this year so far, stage 2 has been the most interesting, where things change a lot. Pace car is going around this final turn. I believe we're going to go green here. Looks like he is off as, man, Sonoma, we're going to go green right about now. And they are. Green flag. Brandon Stick going to take us away in that first lap. On the inside there, Jesse, Brandon, Ryan, Frankie. Let's see how this unfolds as they go in about turn 2 here.
Everybody going through the uphill really well. No issues there. You really got to think about it, Emery. When you're going up the hill, use the hill. Let that help you slow down your car. And it looked like our top 5 or 6 really took advantage of that. And now Brandon 6 is completely pulling away, and we're just 5 or 6 turns into this event.
Yeah, he's getting a good advantage. He's getting out there quick. One thing about using the hill to your advantage, one thing these drivers will use is their braking and their clutch. So when they shift down, that's definitely going to be something to their advantage as they're going through these turns. You know, you'll find yourself in gear in fourth gear. And you'll find yourself in first gear before you know it, just like this turn right here as you see him go down. He's sitting about fourth, third, second. He's in first right now as he pulls out. You're going through the gears, but yet it's going to be wild to see how these guys navigate on this track because it's tricky. It's not easy at all.
Yeah, you really got to be careful with these first gear turns. It's really easy to spin the car out, and it looks like everybody getting through it no problem. Whoa! As I say that, 6 gets a little squirrely.
Almost jinxed him there. You gave him the booth jinx there, but he kept it together. Brandon out front. He's about 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds ahead from the other field, but they are right behind. No mistakes so far. AJ, one thing I do want to bring up is the caution system. The caution system's a little bit different here at Sonoma. So if someone does go sideways, if someone gets into the dirt, they get loose, I don't think the caution is going to come out. It's going to be a situational caution. Is that correct, AJ?
Yes, it will be a local caution. We will have no cautions outside of the stages.
Yeah, and that's good for the race. It's good for everyone at home watching this race. It kind of gives a better flow to these road courses, and you'll see it a lot of times at Sonoma. You'll see guys spinning and getting in the dirt and having issues, and the race keeps going. That's a problem too. If you're a guy in that top 5, and you get loose and you make a mistake, that field is going by you. No one's stopping. You don't get back to the line. You wait until you get back on that track and get going again. So it's gonna be fun to watch these guys battle it out. Frankie Rosso still in 5th, and Brandon pulling away. He's almost now 2.5 seconds ahead of the field. I would imagine that will continue to grow. He is so strong on these road courses at Sonoma. Jesse, Ryan Dunkelberger, Brandon Fetterplace, Frankie, Joseph Mealy. Now he's in 6th still. Not a whole lot of movement at the moment. They're trying to figure this road course out. It takes about 2 to 3 laps before your tires really get warm and you can push that car how you want to do it.
Watching
as
this
you see
battle
these guys
back here for 18th place, it's Julio Villalobos and Laundry Monty. Really, it looks like that 28 of Monty wants to get by the 78, but when he catches him, can't make the move.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose your battles here. You really do, because if you push it too hard, you're going to find yourself in the dirt, and you may spin yourself and someone else on the racetrack. The good battle back here, though. Julio Laundry, Michael Bennett right there, 19th spot. He's a little ways ahead, not by much.
Yeah,
good action here as
our
these guys are going through the track.
And league owner Steve Tucker all the way up to 22nd now, putting some heat under Jonathan Wright. He's going to try to make the pass to the outside as the 04 is going to protect the inside. Coming out of the final turn. Thought the 24 was going to have a nice run heading towards the line in turn 1. Still might. That 04 blocking just a tad.
Just a little bit. AJ, that paint scheme by Steve Tucker, man, that thing is nice. He has been working on that car for a long time, trying to get the tweaks just right to how he wants the paint scheme to look. And tonight, I think he hit it on the nail. That looks great.
Yeah, that does look really nice. Looks like we have 2 unit cars in the field. I want to say the 26. Yep, Ryan Dunkelberger currently sitting in 3rd, and then we saw Steve Tucker in the 22nd spot working on trying to pass Jonathan Wright. But our closest battle right now, it's for that 7th position. It's Nick Silver, Joseph Mealy, and Nick Lights.
As they go around one of the hardest turns on this track, that final one before you cross the finish line. They are battling it. Nick Silver there gets a little bit of a gap. A couple guys that are moving quick through the field. Brandon Bowie, he started in 20th, now looking at 12th. Josh Larson, he started 24th and now sitting 15th position. Love to see those guys battle their way through the pack, keep it clean. Nobody's got in trouble yet that we've seen so far.
No, not
Good
really.
testament for
Actually,
these guys.
you say that Justin Sornell just came up over the ticker that he crashed. He is the 27 car right on your screen.
As
And
I
let's
say that, we
see
did
what
have
happens.
someone go lit. Justin Sorrell, let's see.
I think he just pulls over and stops to let cars go by, and I think that triggered timing and scoring to that he possibly wrecked.
Yeah, maybe not feeling too comfortable in the car tonight. It's a little strange, but hey, he's letting guys go by. He wants to have a clean race. You got to respect that.
Yeah, live the fight another day. You don't want to cause any incidents, and you don't want to be the issue for other fast drivers. He is 1 lap down, and if he stays 1 lap down, he will get it back when we hit that 10th lap. But you're looking at Michael Bennett right now. Nick Biddy right behind him is putting a ton of pressure on that 19.
Love to see this battle here. This is a fun one here. 19, Michael Bennett looking strong.
And still holding off the 32. Very defensive moves right in front of him. Steve Tucker, Jonathan Wright still going at it here.
Yeah, Steve Tucker's kind of getting a pull away. He's trying to get through the field. Can he make a pass here?
These are our closest battles on the racetrack. Right now, Brandon Six is up by almost 4 seconds on Jesse Erdman in 2nd.
Yeah, John Wright's looking in the rearview mirror seeing Steve Tucker. He's like, I can't let this guy pass. But you know what? Like I said, Steve is strong on this track. He's making his way through the field, picking and choosing, being patient on where he wants to make this pass happen.
And they are
He
also
is
catching
not letting
Julio
up.
Villalobos as well. So this might end up being a 3-car battle for that 19th position. Remember, top 10 get points at lap 10. So maybe they're just trying to make as much headway as possible for when that caution comes out. We get bunched back up. And are we going to see the dive here? No, but they closed into the 78 of Villalobos again.
Looking to go inside. It's not there, though. He cuts him off. Staying alive through this lap. We are 7, now 8 laps down. We're going to get to our first stage here in no time. That's going to end at lap 10. Just want to say a big thanks to our sponsors real quick. Wheels America Racing, Admin Box, Flim Dogs, Units Moving Portable Storage, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and obviously Harpoon Design. Talked about this many times. A lot of these paint schemes are designed by him. Go check them out. And everyone at home, thanks for being here. We are in Sonoma. We got great action early on.
Yeah, we have a lot of great action going on. And right now, this is the battle for third. You got the 26 of Dunkelberger, 34 of Fetter Place, and the 12th of Barroso. Nowhere close to the leader, but they're battling for position third, fourth, and fifth right here.
Yeah, Frankie started fifth, is still sitting in fifth. Nick Silver made a couple moves, and he's up to sixth position. Nick Lights and Brandon Shelton right there. Nothing's changed a whole lot. I think they're trying to figure it out. They're making their adjustments, and Brandon Six is now way up front. He's almost 4 seconds, 5 seconds ahead of the whole field.
Yeah, that 66 is putting a whooping on everybody. And last lap by, a 1:15.31, fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, as they keep going, the tires warm up. You're not as loose. You can control the car a lot more than you'd like. And as you see it now, Brandon Six taking advantage of it, putting down a fast lap for lap number 8. Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, he's currently coming up on the 18 of Charles Brzezek. So
making his way through.
Watching the
Brandon
60,
Bowie.
watching the six. Sorry, Emery. Watching our leader, he's as I say that he's smooth through the turns, easy on the gas, easy on the brake. But as I said that, he gets a little squirrely coming off the hill. But you were going to say, my friend.
Well, and I was going to say something, but you bring up a great point. Brandon's not letting anything go. He's just letting everything out there. He is taking control of stage 1. He's at 9 laps down. It looks like for at this point in time, he's going to win stage 1. We end in lap 10. But like you were talking about, he's doing everything right. He's looking smooth. He's shifting. He's hitting his spots. He's hitting his points on the track, because there are points on the tracks where your brain says, okay, I need to shift. I need to make movement. I need to turn. I need to do all that. As you see, wow, someone gets into the wall there off the track. But yeah, very smooth, AJ, for Brandon Six out here and really pushing the limit. He says, you know what? I'm 5-6 seconds ahead. I'm still going to go as hard as I can, and making his point.
Yeah, next time by, we're going to see that caution. I'm surprised we didn't see it already.
Yeah, we haven't seen the stage 1 caution yet. We're going to let it play out and see what's going on here. Maybe we won't see it, AJ. What are your thoughts?
I honestly, not a clue. Usually on that 9th lap, when on road courses, or the lap before the scheduled caution's supposed to come out, when they cross that line, boom, comes out. But I guess we are going to the completion of lap 10 and then caution. As Bowie's going to go by it, I will tell our wonderful audience at home where they are going to pull that caution for these stages, because we didn't really get a great shot at it in practice or qualifying. As he's coming out of the S's, there's going to be a cone on the right-handed side. Once he passes it right there is when the cautions should come out.
As he's going to go by, it should come out as a caution. But look at this. We still got that battle. Brandon Shelton, Joseph Mealy, Mitch Diamond, they are right there mixed up. Brandon Shelton and Joseph Mealy were less than a half second away apart. But that's going to end stage 1. Brandon Six, Jesse in the 45, Ryan Dunkelberger, Brandon Fetter Place, Frankie Barroso. That's going to be your top 5 stage 1 drivers, and Brandon Six is going to get the win.
Yeah, 6th is going to be Nick Silver, Nick Lights in 7th, Brandon Bowie in 8th, up 12 positions. 9th, it's Brandon Shelton, and 10th, it's Joseph Mealy. After pit stops, we're going to get hopefully a talk to the number 45, Jesse Erdman. We're going to try to get a word with him, mostly because we talk to Brandon Six, seems like every single week here.
Yeah. I'd love to talk to Jesse. He's up there in P2. I know he's liking that position right now. He's a strong driver here on the road course. Obviously, put his name out there and saying, "Hey, I'm working today. I'm gonna try to make something happen." I will tell you one name that will be up there most likely is Brandon Bowie. He's started grid 20th, now sitting 8th. You're gonna see these battles. You're gonna see the Brandon Six and Brandon Bowie and Jesse battle it out. I'm anticipating that. I think that will happen. These guys are gonna get in the pits and change some stuff up, and we're gonna go to stage 2 shortly. But first, should we get Jesse in here, or do you want to wait after?
Well, I'm looking for Jesse Erdman. We would wait till after pit stops, but I do not see him in our chat right here in our Discord, which is very unfortunate because I'd like to pick his brain on what makes him such a good road racer. After watching him, I feel like he has all the tools of a road ringer, and that is meant with no disrespect. He has a very awesome talent when it comes to these road courses. Last year is a awesome race at Road America, as he's going to slide through his pit stall. Did I see that right?
I think he did. Yep. He's going to have to back it up. That's going to drop him a couple spots here as they start stage 2. Multiple spots. He's just now getting his tires changed, and now he's taking off. A little bit of a mistake there.
A little bit, and it's going to cost him. It's going to drop him all the way back to the 6th position. So it's not completely terrible. He's still in shot of the lead. It's already been so difficult keeping up with Brandon Six. Now he's got to worry about getting back up to that 2nd position.
Yeah, man, that's a costly mistake early on in the race. Obviously, he wanted to get that stage 1 win, but now he's going to try to fight for that stage 2 win, as he is going to look at being maybe, like you said, 7, 8, I believe.
So since I don't see Jesse Erdman, why don't we bring our broadcasting buddy up here? Let's talk to Brandon Bowie.
I did.
Hey, Bowie, I know you did. You are moving up the racing order. Dude, how's the car feel? And who are you actually relieving tonight?
Yeah, so I'm relieving my teammate EJ. He was not able to race tonight, so he asked me if I could sub for him. So I was like, absolutely, sure, why not?
So you started all the way back in that 20th position up to 14th. How's it feel? And is it really hot and slick out there like it looks?
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's pretty steamy. Trying to just be able to just, keep the car on the track and not slip up and get into anybody or anything like that. It's difficult, but I'm being honest, I'm having a blast out here, boys.
I love to see that, Brandon. It's good to see you in the car, man. You're not in the booth with me tonight, but I know you're enjoying your time on the track here at Sonoma. I got AJ up here. He's holding it down for you. We're doing a great job.
Hold it down.
Quick thing, man. You are making your way through the field. I got to tell you, Ryan Dunkelberger and Jesse Erdman, 45, those guys are quick. Can you get up there and battle with them? Where do you think you could be in the stage 2?
Well, I was sitting 8th, and then somehow, some way, I got speeding. So I get to do it all again for you guys, and hopefully put on an even better show. Maybe I can.
All right.
I'm gonna say maybe P5 I can get to. We'll see.
Okay. Well, we'll see. This stage 2 matters for everything. Congratulations on the battle you're in right now, and good luck in the car and have fun.
All right. Thanks, boys. You too.
All right.
See you later, Brandon. That was driver number 23 for Bowie Esports, Brandon Bowie. Emery, what are you taking on what he said in that quick interview? Hot and slick. The racetrack is tough, and then not making mistakes, as we see that he made one.
Yeah, it can happen so easily on a track like this. Not only do you have to be perfect in the pits, you have to be perfect on each corner and each position that you're trying to take on this track at Sonoma. It's very difficult. The pace car is off, and we're gonna go green again. Stage 2 is going to end at 24 laps as they head off.
Green flag in the
Brandon
air.
and Ryan up front.
Ryan Dunkelberger hits the bumps on the outsides going into turn 1. Now really having to try to stay on the 66 back bumper as they crest over the hill. Down to turn number 3. Dunkelberger's really having to fight off Fetter Place as Brandon Sixth is continuing to pull away. That
No
was
one's
a mouthful.
stopping him. Yeah, no one is stopping him right now. He is on a mission, winning stage 1, stage 2, looking the same, but these guys are going to track him down. Ryan Dunkelberg in that 26, the units car. Trying to get as fast, quick as he can to Brandon, but it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one. The most consistent driver, obviously, of our first stage was Brandon Sixth, roughly right around that 1:15.2 mark throughout the whole stage on average. And then our second place, Jesse Erdman, his average lap time was a 1:16.1.
Not a bad time at all. Sitting back there, he kind of got in some trouble there. He's in P5, but those lap times are nice. You'll see him jumping up quick.
Well, the lap times are wonderful if you are the fastest car on the racetrack, but that is not the case. Jesse Erdman was just about 0.7 to a second off of our leader on average lap times, and that could be an issue.
Yeah, it's Brandon Sixth is someone that is going to be tough to try to track down and win and beat him, but
oh, and there goes Nick Lights. He's going to get loose. We're going to go back and watch it here. He's going to come out of the turn, clip the rumble strip, and completely get it sideways. No spin, no contact with anything else, and there it goes.
Came in a little hot, hit that rumble strip, and got loose.
Mitch
no
Diamond.
one else involved.
65 of
Do we have
Mitch
another
Diamond.
issue here, AJ?
That's what it's looking like.
Oh, no.
Coming down the S's, there's a 65 badass Ford Mustang.
Jeez. Getting way loose in that dirt. Saves it a little bit. Gonna cost him some spots there. Those are the mistakes we were talking about. It's easy to do here at Sonoma. One little mishap, you come in the corners too hot. 3 wide going through the start-finish line there. It's exciting. You don't see that much on road courses, but we're seeing it today.
Here comes the 16 of Bowie. We just talked to him in that first stage break. Now he's trying to work over the 54 of Matt Smith.
Yeah, let's watch him for a little bit here. Brandon Bowie, he is now, I believe he's in 12th position.
11th.
11th, excuse me.
Now you see those rumble strips. You really got to be careful on how you take those. Those really can upset the car. As we saw it happen to Nick Lights just a couple laps ago.
And we see a lot of people at home watching on YouTube, giving shout outs. CVP fans, the Lights and the Mealy fans out there, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. I see you guys in chat. Holler at your names. We'll call them out as we see it.
Yeah, I got it up right here for our wonderful chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Wheels America Racing Network. And who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to be the biggest mover of the race?
Yeah, we're gonna do a poll again this time. AJ, last week we did a poll. I think that was a good little touch to the broadcast. It was fun for everyone at home watching on YouTube. You know what we haven't done in stage 2 yet, in which we typically do, is we haven't picked our driver who we think we're gonna win.
Oh yeah, I actually get to be a part of that at the beginning now.
Yeah, you are at the beginning involved, and I'm gonna go first though. I have to. If I don't, my teammate, right, Brandon Bowie, number 16, Brandon. I'm gonna pick him as my winner this evening here in Sonoma. What do you think, AJ?
So you just picked Bowie?
I did. That's who I'm picking. Brandon Bowie.
So, honestly, it's I think it's Brandon Six's race to lose. But if we're not gonna pick him out of the, it's his race to lose, I'm actually gonna go with the 45 of Jesse Erdman. He's still running decent laps. Unfortunately, he had the issue on pit road, so he's having to recover from that. He's recovered 2 positions, now sitting in 4th and closing in on Dunkelberger for 3rd. So we'll keep an eye on that, but I'm going to take Jesse Erdman in the 45.
That is a good driver to pick. If Brandon wasn't in the car tonight or this evening, I would have picked that same driver. I love to see him up there. He looks really strong. He made, like I said, one mistake in the pits, but he will fix it, and he will keep grinding it out, trying to get this win. Let's go to number 28. Where is he sitting? He is looking like
Landry Mawney.
He's 14.
Yep, currently 14th.
Currently 14. A little bit of battle going on there too between Julio and the 78. Now, Landry started in grid 25. He's finding himself up there at P14. Good outing for him here at Sonoma. I like that paint scheme. What is that, AJ?
We're going to take a little bit of a front view camera here and take a look. It is a Buc-ee's? Looks like there's a beaver on the front of it. See if we can get a better look. Yeah, it says Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
And it says "Got Nuts" on the back of it.
Well, interesting paint scheme, but I love it. As we're watching him go, real quick, I'd like to bring up some sponsors. Wheels America, Admin Box, Slim Dogs, Units Moving Portable Storage, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and Harpoon Designs. Also, again, thank you for being here at Wheels America Racing Network. We are at the Young Auto Center Grand Prix, presented Wheels America Cup Series. At Sonoma, road course, a little bit different here on a Thursday night, but change of pace is awesome. These road courses are still exciting. It's a very certain driver who can excel on these tracks, and you're seeing it unfold tonight, this evening. It's great. I think a road course is a lot of fun, AJ. It's so much challenging. You can go in these ovals and drive these lines, but this racetrack, you have to do your brain's turning so many different ways. It makes it really challenging.
Yeah, it really does. Here and a lot of other racetracks, road courses, you have from 10 to 20 chances to screw up a turn. Normal NASCAR race tracks, you have 4 to mess up. So here, it just amplifies on how many mistakes you can possibly make.
Yeah, if you're in the wrong gear or you're coming in too hot, it's not easy to slow that car down and correct it so that you can get around that corner. You'll find yourself off the track, and once you're off, you're sliding in that dirt, and it's who knows where you'll end up. So far, not a whole lot of people making mistakes, which is great to see. No cautions at all, but number 28 right there, still Landry in that Buc-ee's car. Cool look.
Yeah, that Buc-ee's car is pretty sweet. We're going to go all the way to P3 as Nick Silver is catching Ryan Dunkelberger.
Nick Silver started in grid 7, now finds himself up at that P4.
All right,
right behind Ryan Dunkelberger. He started in P4.
You wanted a poll. It is up. Who is going to be the biggest mover tonight? Your choices are Brandon Bowie, Landry Mawney, Brian Tagg, or Jonathan Wright.
I love that poll. For everybody at home watching on YouTube, click that driver you think's gonna win tonight. You know what I think would be cool, AJ, and I'll put something in it. I guess if someone calls out a winner,
Chris Vanderplatz. Chris
we got
Vanderplatz
someone
sideways.
Oh no!
Here it is, coming through the S's, and I think he just grabs the gear a little too early. And he's going to actually hit the outside wall and kind of leave it there until cars go. Oh, there goes Nick Silver.
Jeez. Just missed him. We were just talking about that. 21, Chris Vanderplatz getting loose, hitting the wall. He's going to live another day here. It doesn't look like his car's too destroyed, but that's going to put him back even farther right now here at Sonoma. It's too bad to see.
That was a brown pants moment.
That was absolutely.
Hey, you don't normally get me actually up here communicating outright with you. This is normal broadcasting, AJ.
This is normal AJ broadcasting. For anybody at home watching, AJ is behind the scenes majority of the time, and he's calling some shots though. He's doing a lot of talking. He's giving a lot of information, which is fun, and he always spices it up. So it's great to have you in the booth tonight, AJ. It's fun. Brandon's in the car. He was replacing one of his teammates, so he's out there having a lot of fun.
EJ Marshall unfortunately couldn't make it, so he's driving that 16 car, and boy is he driving that 16 car all the way up to 7th place now from restarting in the 14th position.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch him. He is a fantastic driver. One guy that you got to watch out. He's going to be in that top 5. We'll see where this ends at stage 2. We talked to him earlier. He's saying the track was a little slick, a little hot, but he's managing it through it pretty well.
Ooh, looks like Charlie Birch has an issue in the 18 CVP racing car. Looks like he's going to clip a turtle really hard there. I want to say he's a Carolina Hurricane fan. Oh, he's just going to go way wide. Past the locker down so he doesn't go head into the wall.
That is one turn that we were watching in practice. A lot of drivers having issues with coming in too hot, and all they can do, they can't shift down. All they can do is slam on the brakes, and you're going to slide right past that corner. Saw it plenty of times in practice, but you don't want that to happen in the race. But
Fetter Place
will happen.
Took 2nd place away. Gonna try to see if I can go find it. But that's a big move, even though Brandon 6 is about 10 seconds out.
10 seconds out. Brandon Fetter plays Ryan Dolberger right behind, trying to make their way and move up. But man, Brandon 6 has been out front all day long. He is very comfortable here at this track at Sonoma. As we're looking at Ryan in that Units car. Speaking of Units car, Steve Tucker, where's he looking at?
He's on pit road, so I'm curious on what
pit road.
happened. He's currently muted out in our on-air chat. Not here. Oh,
and AJ,
that's
going to be a yellow flag. I'm not sure what happened here.
I'm pretty sure that is 24. Let's see. Is that lap 24? Yes, it is. And Brandon 6 is going to sweep our 2 stages. That kind of creeped up on us there, so apologize, everybody. But he took
we're having too much fun
1.
in the booth, AJ.
He now takes stage 2. Now, I'm pretty sure, yes, he does have the fastest lap on board. He's on the way to leading every lap. Do you think he can complete the big run here and sweep everything?
AJ, if I was a bet man, which I am, I would say yes. I would put all my money on Brandon 6 right now. No one's up there with the times that he's putting down on this track. It's impressive. We all we all knew that he would come out here and be strong on this road course, but I don't think people realize how good he was going to be. And Brandon Fetterplace is in P2nd, but he's still about 2 seconds behind Brandon
Well,
6.
It's a good thing the caution's out. It's very good. It's going to bunch us back up. But now we're going to be able to see, as long as pit stops go the way we think they are, we're going to see if Fetter Place can really put up a huge fight with Brandon 6, because turn 1, turn 2, 6 is gone. Let's see if that 34 can stick with that 66, chat. It's all you. What are you guys thinking? As we are hitting pit road, and this is possibly the last time they're going to get tires and fuel.
This race is going by faster than I've been a part of on these other races. A lot of action going on as they are on pit road. Last pit stop we saw Jesse have some issues, but I'm sure he'll figure that out. Testament to him, he is in still 4th position, looking very strong in that 45 car. AJ, after they're finished with these pit stops here, we see Brandon 6 stopping. Who do we want to get in here to have a word with? Do we want to talk with maybe Frankie? I wish we could talk to Jesse. I don't think he's in. I don't think we have an option, but maybe Frankie?
Yeah, I don't see Jesse either, but yeah, let's see about Frankie Barroso. He's out of pit road, so let's pull him. I'll let you take first licks. Here he is, Frankie Barroso.
Frankie, you're sitting 5th position right now. How are you feeling out there on this track tonight? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it's just really tough to pass. I mean, the track's not bad. Maybe lacking a little grip, but it's not terrible. But it's just so tough to pass that even when the guy in front of you makes a mistake, it's really hard. You know, that's probably the easiest time to pass, but even then, it's still almost impossible to pass. So track position is going to be key here. So, you know, maybe if I can finish top 5, I think I'll be happy.
Absolutely. Did you hear about Steve Tucker?
I did hear about Steve Tucker.
He's in the car, and it sounds like he's having some issues. His chair might have broke, but he's out there racing with you guys. It's fun to see that.
Yeah, it is fun to see Steve back in the car.
Well, I guess half back in the car now.
Yeah.
Well, Frankie, hey, thanks for being here. AJ, do you want to have any words with Frankie tonight?
Nah, just go get her, pal. You're sitting pretty consistently around the top 5. Let's see if you can get up to possibly a top 3. It's going to be tough to try to get by Silver, Fetter Place, or even Dunkelberger.
Yeah, I think, we're all really close on time anyway. It's just going to be whoever can make the least mistakes.
All right, brother.
Absolutely.
Good luck. And
Thank you.
And that is Frankie Barroso from Flagship Motorsports, driver the number 12, currently sitting in the 5th position. Well, you
Frankie
ready?
is going to be up there. AJ, we know this. This is the end of our stages. We're going to end. We got 10 to go. Sorry, excuse me. We got 19 to go, 19. I believe. I apologize. My vision's a little off here. I'm watching the live feed, but yeah, this race is going by so smoothly. It's been a lot of fun. Frankie, I think is going to make a move. I think he's going to push that car as hard as he can, AJ, to catch Ryan, Brandon, and Nick Silver right in front of him.
And I think he has to. I think he has to push that 12 as hard as he can, because if he doesn't, they're going to get away. But the thing is, he's going to push really hard, and he's going to have no tires when this race is over with. So you really got to weigh the pros and cons here. But I really think if he wants a better finish, he's going to have to push and then defend later.
Absolutely. This pace car is going to pull off as they go around this final turn, and we are on our final stage. Brandon 6 still up front. The one to beat tonight, Ryan Dunkelberger, Brandon Fetterplace, Nick Silver, and Frankie Barroso in the top 5 as they got a green flag Brandon 6 taking off on the inside. Ryan's right there trying to chase him by side, going into turn 1 here at Sonoma.
Oh, there goes Brandon Shelton.
Someone gets loose. In the dirt he goes.
Oh, and he is stuck.
And that's the number 2, Brandon Shelton. It's going to take some time for him to get back on the track. He might have overshot it, or
Emery, here it is.
Yeah, let's take a look here in the number 2.
He gets loose and then overcorrects.
Brandon Shelton. In that brown stuff, that is not fun.
He was off track for 15 seconds.
That is a long time.
And it looks...
That's going to put him in the very back.
Wow. That is going to put him back. He's going to have dirt and grass on his tires. He's going to have to go careful even more now.
Yeah, and he was sitting 8th position.
Yeah, he was
when
doing
that
really
happened.
good. Very good tonight.
Yeah, it's too bad to see. And one thing you brought up, AJ, is burning off your tires. These guys want to chase down Brandon 6. A big testament.
Speaking of Brandon 6, Brian Dunkelberger makes a pass, and let's see what happens to the 66. Yes, he does get loose, corrects it, but the 26 gets by, and there goes leading all the laps.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a lead change. Ryan Dunkelberger now up front. Brandon 6 in 2nd position. We got ourselves a race, boys, as he's trying to chase down the leader. And AJ, I was bringing this up as I was talking about Brandon up front going so strong. It's amazing that he hasn't burned his tires off early in stage 1 or stage 2. He's continued to stay out front, but now you see it, makes a mistake, fall back a couple spots as he's chasing down the leader.
Yeah, this is going to be very entertaining to see what Nick Silver can do, or if the 66 can get back to it. But as Brandon Bowie has said countless times on one of these broadcasts, we're getting to his favorite part of the race. Emery, it is time for Bring the Noise.
And we are back here at Sonoma. We just brought the noise. Always a fantastic part of this broadcast and race for you guys at home. And as we're looking, we're seeing the poll. Thank you for coming in and choosing the poll. Looks like number 28 is taking that lead at 43% as the winner tonight, AJ.
Yeah, right now, Landry Monty is up 17 positions, currently sitting in 8th. A couple of our other picks that you can still choose. That is going to close with 5 to go. Brandon Bowie is plus 15. Brian Tagg is plus 14. And Jonathan Wright plus 15. So guys, if you really want to get on and see if you can guess which driver is going to be our biggest mover tonight, click on one of those drivers and have some fun in our chat.
AJ, as you finish there, we've got a battle here in the back a little bit here. Matt Smith and Tetro in the 9-10 spot. They are real close.
And unfortunately, the 4 of Nick Light's a lap down. Very fast car, but got caught a lap down, and now he's having to deal with making some time back the hard way.
Yeah, that 10, 11, 12 spot is close. Even that 9 position, yeah, Tetro, man, they are battling and trying to get up to that top 10 position and finish strong here at Sonoma. Fun to watch. Within these road courses, there's always battles. So you got your battle up front, you got your battle in the middle, and you got guys battle in the back. It's just kind of it stretched itself out, and that's the interesting thing about these road courses.
Yeah, it's very
interesting.
Here. But you're still looking at the 87. He's got the 54 of Matt Smith right behind him. You know, a little bit of a gap building there. Gonna jump a little bit further up as Dunkelberger has dropped all the way back to that 4th position. You know, our leader just laps ago gets passed by Nick Silver and Federer Place. We're going to go back and see that pass for the lead. Here it is.
Big changes are happening here in stage 3.
Coming down to the hairpin. The 66 is just going to send it, bub.
He does send it. Gets on the inside. That's a great pass.
Smart pass.
Ryan Dunkelberg giving them room so he can get by there clean. Now you got to chase down Brandon 6 for that first position. We're looking at Ryan Dunkelberger now.
And now he's going to try to regroup. You know, very smart. Gave 6 the room. It's better to let the car by than wreck both of you. But now he's got to really regroup because he lost 2nd. He lost 3rd. And now he's battling with Federer Place and also right behind him, Brandon Bowie.
Yeah, not a name we've talked about a whole lot tonight, but that Brandon Bowie car in the 16, grid 20th, now looking at the top 5 mark here. He's going to try to get past Ryan Dunkelberger in the 26. And he's chasing down Brandon 6. He's chasing down Nick Silver. Frankie Barroso now in 6th position.
Yeah, he's moving up as well. Right behind him in 7th place, it is Joseph Mealy. 8th.
Looks like they have a car loose in the back there. AJ, we got one car in the back loose. Doesn't look like he has any contact.
Oh, here's the 18 of Charles Birch. Having a lot of issues in that 18 tonight.
Yeah, Charles Birch, bunch of laps down, having some problems. But
oh, looks like Trevor Zeleny with an issue.
Trevor has some issues as well.
He's subbing for Matt Fleming here in the 88 Flem Dogs car. Let's see what happens. He's just going to pull it off the racetrack, and he's going to be cutting grass. Anybody need any grass cutting service? I think Zelany's got you covered.
A lot of kicking the dust up there. That's a beautiful looking car, too. I do like that paint scheme.
So, as I was saying before, we had a lot of incidents on the racetrack. You have Jeff Tetro in 8th, Matt Smith in 9th, Julio Villalobos in 10th. We got this battle back here with Brian Tagg, Jonathan Wright brewing. Jonathan Wright with a couple fast laps in a row here.
I love this battle here for this 10th position. It's been that way the whole race. These guys have been racing that car as hard as they can in the back here, trying to make those passes. This has been one of the greatest battles of this evening.
Yeah, no kidding. Everybody under a blanket here. Oh, Tetro gets a little sideways. Villalobos gets away.
That was actually a fantastic save. Little contact there.
Gonna go back up because now that puts Tetro in some trouble. Because he's got Jess Erdman right in front of him.
Yeah, one car going way outside there on that turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian Tagg in the 99 right behind Tetro. And then Jonathan Wright in the 04. But unfortunately, I know I picked him. Jesse Erdman all the way back in that 17th position, 1 lap down.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating for him. He started that P2nd, now looking at 17th, and he's 1 lap down. Too bad. He had a strong outing early on, but things can happen quick here at Sonoma on a road course.
It just populated on iRacing and our timing and scoring. Landry Monty with an issue. See him in the Ronald McDonald colors, the red and yellow Buckies going through the hairpin. He's just going to gas it too soon. And,
oh, big contact on the inside there, and you are stuck there for quite some time as you let the cars go by.
Oh, he's going to have to reverse it. There goes Brandon Shelton.
Another driver out here strong. Chat was early on saying, hey, he's going to be the big winner. Now we have Brandon Bowie, 50%.
Wow.
50% on YouTube. Everyone at home voting. Man, want to see him do well tonight. But things happen.
Emery, it takes one race. It takes one good race to light a fire.
It really does. It really does. We've seen it. We've seen it a couple times this year, and I was really rooting for him to make it happen today. But Sonoma is not forgiving. You can make mistakes easily, and it will cost you a lot of spots. Number 9 here, Nick Silver. He's in P2nd, staying pretty strong. Started grid 7th, sitting right behind the leader, Brandon 6th. Nothing's changed there. He is now almost 3 seconds ahead.
Yeah, he is clipping every curb, not saving a thing. Brandon 6 is still hauling the mail. And holy cow, just realizing it myself, we're under 10 to go, everybody.
Yeah, we have 8 to go. Man, this race is going by quick. Brandon is letting everything out on the track today. You know what? It's impressive, AJ.
Oh, he's gonna spin it.
We just talked about it. I was just going to say he's been racing so hard, and his tires have been saved, and there he spins out. Going to cost him some very precious time. Still in the lead, but those guys, Nick Silver, Ryan Dunkelberger, they are going to chase him down as quick as they can.
From 5 seconds
AJ.
to 2 seconds, Nick Silver, Ryan Dunkelberger closing in on Brandon 6. But what 6 has got to do is cool off those tires a little bit, regroup, and then keep going.
The way he's been racing tonight, Brandon 6 pushing that car to the limits. I don't know if he can cool down those tires at this point in time. I know Brandon Bowie in 16's eyeing him down, saying he made a mistake. Let's get going. Ryan Dunkelberger, Nick Silver, they're all trying to make some moves quick.
If I was either Silver or Dunkelberger, my brain would have went, holy cow, he's human. He's not an alien.
Yeah, he's not an alien. He's not a robot. I don't know what he is, but you know what? We are going 7 laps to go. As we keep going here, do you think there may be an issue, not only tires, but are we looking at fuel? Are these guys having issues with fuel?
I don't think so.
Could that come into play?
I don't think so. I think the stages are short enough to where you can take fuel and tires well out of it. But that also throws into the fact of how hard are you driving? How high of RPMs are you keeping? You know, a lot of things can change in a race car with your driving style, and it can cause you to burn more tire or more fuel.
Yeah, and as we've been sitting on oval tracks this whole season, you kind of can get a really good idea and a good gauge of how many laps you have left on your fuel. But if you're here at Sonoma on a road course, that might be thrown out the window because you're on and out the gas. You are pushing that car faster or slower, and it might change as the lap goes by. So that will change some stuff up for Brandon 6, Nick Silver, and Brandon. Now in third position, Brandon Bowie, he's in P3. But fuel may come into a factor as we only have 6 laps to go in this race. This has been a fantastic night or afternoon in Sonoma.
Yeah, well, it's afternoon. For me, it's night, and for Sonoma, it's afternoon. But poll is about to close, everybody. It is last call time to get your votes in for Brandon Bowie, Landry Monty, Brian Taggart, Jonathan Wright. Who's going to be the biggest mover of the race? We'll announce it when we hit our checkered.
We will announce it, and we want to thank you guys all for being here again at home at the Wheels American Racing Network. We appreciate you doing what you do. We appreciate you here every Thursday night, Tuesday nights on the trucks. Thank you. That poll is a lot of fun, AJ. Thank you for bringing that up tonight as this race unfolds. We have 5 to go now. So every time I look at that laps, it just keeps ticking away.
I'm hearing some chatter from our drivers. Fuel could possibly be an issue for some of our drivers that have been driving very, very hard.
We didn't think that may be a factor. We were thinking tires the whole way through. But as chatter is unfolding on the racetrack with these drivers right now, fuel may come into play, and that will change the whole dynamic of this race. I would imagine Brandon 6 doesn't have much fuel. He's pushing that car harder than any other driver out there. It is going to be fun to watch. And Brandon Bowie, I think Brandon Bowie is kind of being patient this evening. He was very patient.
Yeah.
Now he's in that top 3 position trying to make his moves right now.
Yeah, Brandon Bowie knew what kind of car he had and how hard he was going to have to push it to get what he needed out of it. Oh, Julio Villalobos and Thomas Meeks with an issue. Here's the 78 of Villalobos. Heading down towards the hairpin. We're going to see the same thing that Brandon 6 did. Oh, we saw the opposite. He got tight.
Just came in.
Now let's see about Thomas Meeks. 55
Thomas
Wheels
Meeks
America.
a couple laps down, yeah.
Coming off of the turn. Gets a little loose. Doesn't hit anything, which is good, but it's going to take him a little time to get going here, letting everybody by.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much, but that's all it takes to get these cars sideways.
Yeah, it does not take much at all. Stay tuned to after our race tonight, where we're going to interview our top 3 podium finishers tonight. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat as well.
Absolutely. Throw the questions in the chat. We will talk to these drivers after the race is finished. When you guys are watching, feel free to send it to your friends, send it to your family members. Just hit that share button, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe. It means a lot to us, and we appreciate you guys being here. Also, big shout out real quick to our sponsors, Wheel America, Admin Box, Slim Dogs, Units Moving Portable Storage, the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, and Harpoon Designs. AJ, we have 3 laps to go. This race is going so fast. So much action tonight as we see battles left and right here. Brandon Bowie making some moves, it looks like.
Yeah, he is making a lot of moves, sitting in that second position and closing in ever so slightly to Brandon 6.
ever so slightly. I think he may be running out of time, though. Brandon's still ahead of the rest of the field about 2 to 3 seconds. Still pushing after that spin as we got someone
there
getting
goes
loose in the
Dunkelberger.
back. I believe that's Ryan Dunkelberger.
Yes, it is. He's going to lose a little bit of time to this front pack.
That's not a mistake you want to have this late in the race with 2 to go at Sonoma.
No, he had a chance to possibly get third or even second if something happened, and that little getting loose completely negates all of that.
And a lot of the times we have the jinx of the drivers, and I think we have a jinx of the chat and YouTube.
You're seeing the same thing I am. Okay, cool.
Yes, that happens. It's a real thing.
Coming down
Brandon
the...
6 looking still smooth as ever up front in that 66 in the P spot, in the P1 spot.
Now, it might
2 to go at Sonoma, AJ.
It might look difficult, but those S's are some of the easiest turns on the racetrack. I honestly find this hairpin that he's in now and the uphill, I'd call them solemns, but really difficult because you really have to adjust your braking to also going uphill. But one more time, it is the final lap of the Grand Prix of Sonoma, sponsored by Young's Auto Care.
White flag is out, AJ. One thing you bring up when you're coming up to these corners, you're almost blind, you can't see much. But Brandon 6 has been doing a great job on this track, staying out front. This will be the final lap until we call it checkered.
Be consistent, be smart, hit your marks. You don't have to be the fastest. You have almost a 4.5 second lead. Then again, it's Brandon 6th. He's one of the smartest drivers I know.
Absolutely, especially on this track. But if he does make one mistake, we got Brandon Bowie in that P2 spot now, and he will be right there to make that pass if it does happen. As we go to our final turn, it looks like Brandon 6 is going to take away with this race here at Sonoma. He has dominated the whole time. Congratulations to Brandon. He's going to get a win here in Sonoma. Fantastic job by him, AJ.
That checkered flag for Brandon 6. Here comes Brandon Bowie for second. Nick Silver for third. Ryan Dunkelberger for fourth, followed by Frankie Barroso rounding out the top 5. Now we have to wait just about 10 seconds for Brandon Fetter place. This is going to be for your 6th position. No battle here. Here he is coming towards the line. Brandon Fetter place is going to take 6th place.
Brandon Fetter place in that 6th position. Joseph Mealy right behind him. Gonna get that 7th here if he can make that final turn, as he does. Congratulations to him. Matt Smith in the 8th spot. Jeff Tetro in the 87. He's gonna make that final turn. In 9, and Nick Biddy right behind him.
Oh, is Brandon Shelton's gonna dive bomb? He might lose a position. No, he will not. He will keep 11th after that dive bomb attempt.
That could have been some major issues for him, dropping a lot of spots, but saved it.
Jonathan Wright for 12th. 13th for Brian Tagg. What's going on, Emery?
AJ, I just want to say, man, Sonoma has been a lot of fun. This has been a fantastic race.
Yeah, this has been absolutely amazing. So much fun. It's really nice to be actually in the broadcast booth. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time. Well, love to have you up here. It's been enjoyable up here in the booth as much as it's been on the racetrack. I can't ask for more. That was a smooth, easygoing race tonight, and a lot of fun. Congratulations to Brandon 6, man. He put on a show. He was unstoppable. No one could catch him.
Emery, speaking of Brandon 6, I'm pulling him now. Take your first swings at our race winner. Here he is.
Brandon, you got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
Good, man. Brandon, congratulations on the win at Sonoma. You were dominating the whole way through. Talk a little bit on that mishap. You got loose. Not too bad, but you did get loose. I thought the second place and third place was going to catch you, but they didn't. What were your thoughts at that moment?
Yeah, I was trying to save a little bit of fuel because we were kind of like very close on the edge of making it, and as I'm sitting here, I'm out of fuel now. Um, so I was trying to like just build up a little bit of a gap for myself, and with the different shifting that you have to do to save the fuel, it kind of messed up my shifting going into that one corner, and I downshifted just a touch too late, and it kind of wheel hopped it into the corner, which then gave Ryan the chance. So once he got by, I kind of really chilled and just really tried to really save fuel. And then once I realized I had enough, then I went for it. So it's
Well,
kind of
it
clean.
paid off. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's kind of clean sailing from there.
yeah, absolutely. It paid off for you this evening at Sonoma. AJ, you got a word with Brandon real quick?
So we saw a lot of drivers have issues. You had your quick off-track expedition. How hard was the track tonight? It looked like it was very slick. You know, cold tires must have been a pain in the butt. How'd you do it tonight? Because it looked like the conditions were a little tough with the heat. Take us through on how you kept that 66 up front for 99.6% of the race.
Yeah, it was definitely a balance you had to keep in the car. You needed to put heat in the tires, but then you had to be careful on how much heat you put into it, because if you put too much heat in the fronts, it wouldn't turn, and if you put too much heat in the rear, you would get it really loose and wipe out. So I kind of favored more towards putting the heat towards the front. So there was times where like I was getting a little tight, but I made sure I had good drive off the most of the time, that's probably the most important part for this track is drive off. So just kind of doing some like early shifts and stuff to keep the car underneath me, and which really helped honestly, especially like in the S's. The S's was probably the worst part, leaving that little like hairpin or whatever. It would really light up the tires through there that section, and I definitely gave myself a stinger going across the rumble strips there in the S's.
All right,
I did
brother.
see that. Yep. Go ahead, AJ.
I was gonna say congratulations on your win tonight. We'll see you. It looks like next week, as I'm pulling it up at Chicagoland. Enjoy the rest of your night, the rest of your week, and congratulations again.
Yep, thank you guys.
All right, Mr. Jacob Emery. Let's talk to P3. Oh boy, it's Bowie. We're in trouble.
Boy. Brandon Bowie's coming in.
All
Not
right.
only the booth, but he's in the car. Brandon,
Yes,
you
sir.
got a copy? How you doing?
Man, I'm hot.
I wouldn't doubt that. Brandon, we were just talking to Mr. Six, Brandon Six, and he made a mistake late in the race, and we thought that some of you guys were going to catch him. He recovered pretty well. Did you notice that happen?
Yeah, well, he also said it on the radio that he kind of made a little small mistake. So, um, I mean, if I didn't have the penalty, the speeding penalty, possibly I could have capitalized on it. But at that last stage there, I mean, it was all about saving fuel as well. So, um, I don't know how much he had at the end. I had about a lap extra coming across the line. So, it would have been interesting. It would have been close, but I'll take a P2. I get to race, Nick Silver pretty hard, and I got to race Dunkelberger really hard as well, and it was fun racing those boys as it always is. So yeah, I mean the race was wild. Having to go to the back twice, work my way back through the field, trying not to rough any feathers or anything like that. I mean it was difficult, but once I got up, top 7, top 6, it was a lot harder to pass, because they know how I race, and trying to race them clean, and not trying to really put a fender to them or anything like that was difficult. But all in all, man, what a fun event. I'll say that. Um, you know, Sucks that EJ wasn't able to race, but thank him for allowing me to race his car. tonight. Had a blast, and I don't know. I might want to race again. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, now you got it back in your blood. Well, congratulations tonight, P2. You got to be excited and proud about that. You put on a show. AJ, real quick, you got a question for Brandon before we get him out of here?
So, are you gonna stay in the car, or are you coming back up for Chicagoland?
I'm definitely coming back for the next race, but I'm hearing some rumblings that I might be needed again. So I don't know. We'll play it race by race, but as of right now, I will be back in the booth with you guys, calling the race for next week.
All right, brother. Congratulations, and we'll let you go enjoy the rest of your night. That's Brandon Bowie subbing for EJ Marshall in the number 16 Ford Mustang. See you later, Brandon.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's see. Where is Mr. Silver? Actually, I don't see him. There he is. Bowie Esports. I'm kind of stupid right now. Jacob Emery, take it away.
Nick, you got a copy there.
Yes, I do.
Right on. Nick Silver, you're P3. Got to be happy about that. You started in 7th, and you made your way through and got that top 3 finish. We were talking to these other drivers. Brandon 6 had a mishap there late in the race. What were your thoughts when that happened? Did you think you were going to make that move and pass him? What were you thinking?
No, 6 was in a whole nother league, so there was, he was saving some fuel there, and I kind of knew it, and so I'm like, don't get too excited, thinking that you're all of a sudden a little bit quicker than him. And sure enough, once he saved what he thought he needed to save and kept the tires under him, he was gone again. But just happy to come away with 3rd. Practice, I was just kind of farting around back there in like 15th or so. Surprised myself with qualifying effort at 7th, and then was basically just, keeping it on the track, keeping the tires under me, and see what happened. And to come away with 3rd is pretty good.
Absolutely. This track is not easy. Congratulations to that 3rd spot. AJ, do you have some questions real quick for Nick?
Yeah, Nick, you were battling pretty much everybody within from 1st or actually 2nd to 6th. We heard from a couple drivers that it was kind of difficult with how hot it was, how slick. But how'd you keep that number 9 under you this whole time, especially with the conditions of the racetrack and being around so many drivers tonight?
It's really just, all about throttle control and, trying to keep some discipline as far as, not mashing it when you come out of the corner, and maybe upshifting a little bit sooner than you normally would. Like coming out of the turn at the top of the hill before the S's, you'd be going through there in 2nd, and you have to actually kind of shift a little early into 3rd so that you're not spinning the tires all the way through the beginning of the S's. So basically just staying disciplined and keeping up with that, and just pretend there's an egg under your gas pedal.
All right, brother. Emery, you got anything else for our 3rd place finisher tonight?
I don't. Congratulations, Nick Silver. You guys all put on a good show. Great racing and fantastic job.
Thank you, guys.
See you later, brother. All right, Jacob Emery. Holy cow, what an awesome night of racing. A lot of fun up in the broadcast booth with you. Dude, take it away and close her out for us.
Yeah, AJ, man, thank you for being in the booth with me tonight. Obviously, Brandon Bowie was in the car. He finished P2. He was my driver tonight to win. Didn't happen, but Brandon 6 was unstoppable. He dominated this whole race. Congratulations to him for this win at Sonoma. Everyone at home, thank you for being here again on a Thursday night. Young Auto Center Grand Prix, Wheels America Cup Series. We appreciate you tuning in and watching this race live with us, Wheels America Racing Network. Man, next week is going to be just as good as it was tonight. I cannot wait. I'm excited to see what unfolds. We shall see, AJ. Thank you again. We will see you next Thursday, same time. Good night.
Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.